Baptist Church, it's Pastor Miller again behind my desk to address our wonderful congregation and great people. I want to let you know how much I love you. I love our church. And obviously I'm praying for God's wisdom and discernment during a time like this that is unprecedented for us and our nation and for our church. I'm going to ask you very quickly if you'd just pray with me concerning 6 of our church family members that I know that have been tested this week as positive for COVID. As a result of that, I have sought much wisdom from older men of God on a direction that I need to do that would be prudent for us and our church, and for a precautionary area of making sure that you are safe and that we as a church in whole are not jeopardizing anybody else's health. And so we have come to the decision that we're going to take our church and for the next 2 weeks, we're going to quarantine from the building. We're going to go back to our drive-in service on Sunday mornings for the next 2 Sundays. We're going to have our Wednesday night services and our Sunday night services via the live stream. With that being said, we're also going to cancel our men's focus for Thursday night, and also going to be postponing, I guess I should say, men's focus as well as our Super Saturday. We'll postpone those until further notice. I'm definitely excited about our work, our ministry, and about what God is doing here at Grace Baptist Church. And I have enjoyed being back in the house of God with God's people. But I believe that this is wisdom telling us to do this to make sure that our people are well, that we're not jeopardizing the health of anybody else. And so a few things that we're going to be doing in the 2 weeks that we're shut down. We've already had the basement professionally cleaned. We've also had room 112 professionally cleaned. We're going to make sure that we go through the rest of the building, making sure that the entire building, including the seats that we sit upon, are clean. The floors are clean, the walls are clean. That we're going to take all the filters in the church. We're going to change out all the air filters, and we're going to use the next 2 weeks wisely just to make sure that things are being done properly here. Also at that time, making sure that nobody else in our church has been sick or infected by COVID. And so I'm going to ask you to be in prayer for several people. Be in prayer for the Mercado family. Be in prayer for the Amaro family. Be in prayer for the Guzman family. And then also be in prayer for Carmen and Romeria. And so I'm going to ask you to be in prayer for all those, that God would bring them good health and watch over our work and our ministry. I sure do love you. And so don't forget, going back to our Sunday school on live stream, morning service at 11 o'clock in the parking lot off the trailer this Sunday and next. And then the next 2 Wednesday nights, we're going to be sure to have services at our regular time, 7 o'clock. And so if you have any questions, feel free to call the church office or myself or Tom Tolbert. But we love you, Grace Baptist Church, and trust that all